We may be here a while, so I'm switching primary camera to goggles.
Hey, Sir Officer Armel.
This is a professional bullshit artist who's going to try to bullshit me. He's about to fail, and you'll see why. This is an employee, a manager, or the proprietor of a barber shop. I've actually never noticed a barber shop. I thought the next door was the laundry. Apparently there's some kind of barber shop in between. I have never, not June 16th, not before June 16th, not today, not ever been in that barber shop. By the way, the property in the parking lot is public access. The road behind it is public access. The actual barbershop property where they can control access is literally the front door. The public sidewalk goes right in front of that whole building. This man doesn't know me. I don't know him. He was literally solicited for a trespass. He has no clue what's going on. And the officer is bullshitting because in order to trespass me, I have to have been on his property. And this is an employee, not the manager, not the owner of Smoke Hub. She is also a friend, a girlfriend, a wife, a fiance, or a baby mama to the original perpetrator, the young punk who stole my iPhone, thinking that I was recording from my old iPhone. That old piece of shit's considered a lost cause. But again, I have not been on Smoke Hub property today. I was only in there for a few seconds on June 16th when, because I no longer had a phone, I wanted the police engaged. I walked in there, I said, call the police, I'm trespassing. They refused. So today, July 7th, have not been on that property since June 16th. This trespass he's about to issue to the person known as refused is completely 100% invalid. He knows it because he's a trained officer in the Fairfax County Police Force. They're very well trained, but they've let their training go to hell here in the Mount Vernon Precinct. He's hoping to trick me, get all these trespasses. I have to give up my name. Guess what? I didn't give up my name. I won't give up my name. He's going to have to go back to the logbooks of June 16th when I reported a crime, and they've ignored it ever since. Let's watch me refuse this professional bullshit artist his attempt.
Fairfax County Police. What we're doing here today is we're going to ban you from both the stores over there, the barber shop and the Smoke Hub. I've got managers and owners for each store, sir.
Yes, you're banned from the property in the store.
You're also
That's
banned
fine.
from my property in our store.
Okay, sir, here's a ban sheet. Would you like to sign it right here?
No.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, here's your copy. Now you're verbally banned from the store.
Fair
if
enough.
you do return to both those premises, you could be arrested for trespassing, okay?
Haven't been on that property since June 16th when her friend stole my phone.
Well, perfect.
And you guys
Okay.
did nothing about it.
That
He was
would
very
be,
proud
sir.
of the fact
You
that
have
he
a good
didn't
day, okay?
give it. All right, you're all dismissed. Have a nice day. A little history how I got into this. January 6, 2020, I was part of a group of people who learned what the Trumpanzees were planning to do at the Capitol. We knew that we could not stop them, so all we could do was help law enforcement by recording as much as we could with iPhones, cameras, microphones, etc. While there, I met some people called First Amendment auditors. Now, in my main video for this episode, I pay tribute to Amagatsett Press, News Now Houston, and Long Island Audit. They're the professionally minded experts. I've never met those people in person, but the First Amendment auditors I did meet on January 6th made me aware of these things on YouTube, Facebook. There's some other mediums too where they perform First Amendment audits, and a lot of the funnier ones. I won't say they're as professional or as skilled as News Now Houston, Amagassen Press, and Long Island Audit, but some of them are kind of comical. When we see this walk of shame, they play some really it's sad music, but in the situation, it's kind of funny. Here are these professional bullshit artists trying to intimidate a citizen obeying the law, exercising his constitutional rights, and they fell, and they are walking away. This is called the Walk of Shame, and I wish to God I had recorded some of that music, because if you can imagine the sad music of these epic failures playing, that's the soundtrack I'd be playing right now. Someday I imagine these officers will watch these videos, hopefully sooner rather than later, and they will start with the one where the perpetrator who stole my iPhone, left his kids in a hot car, and threatened violence verbally. He repeated time and time again, quote, "I don't give a fuck about the police. I don't give a fuck about the police." This is who you're helping, gentlemen. This is who you're helping. My name is Refused, and I'm the offender. Thorough interview to the perpetrators. Thoroughly. Stealing iPhone, legal. Leaving kids in hot car, legal. Threatening violence, both on June 16th by the first perpetrator and by the gentleman in the tent. Recorded, legal. Recording from off the property, I get banned from the property. I'm the perpetrator. Okay. Mount Vernon District, you have brought the average of the finest police force in Northern Virginia down several notches. By the way, if they do their homework, they'll know me because I gave my information when I was the complainant, when I emailed the officer, when I called the police station reporting that the perpetrator was right there at that address. Well, if they do their homework, they'll know who I am. But if they don't have the time and resources to get someone for stealing a phone on video, I don't know. By the way, the road and driveway and parking area around the smoke hub and the barbershop, public property. The gentleman who demanded my ID, he's already done the walk of shame. I don't know how long I should stay to prove my point, but he was the only one who demanded my identification, and he was the first one to leave. So, walk of shame completed. He's not happy about it, but he just got educated on the Constitution. We're all media, we're all press, and we can all report what we see. All right. Consider yourself educated. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why Little Dandelion, quote, does not give a fuck about the police, end quote. They don't want to deal with criminals. They want to deal with citizens exercising their constitutional rights. That's the problem.
Taking pictures?
Yeah.
So what, of the roads?
No, I was watching for a perpetrator stole my phone on June 16th
What?
from over there. I haven't seen him in a while, but
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping to catch him. But this gentleman selling I don't know whether it's essential oils or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He came across the street, got in my face, and challenged me for recording from public.
What? Oh my goodness.
And then he came after me again, and I put myself in a
Right,
defensive
right,
posture.
right.
And one of the officers saw that, and they
And they
came,
came
came
over.
after me for being all violent. I'm like, no, I was defending
Oh,
myself.
that's crazy. Oh, that's why they're here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
All right.
Okay. Oh, well, I hope you get your phone back.
I think it's a lost cause. I've replaced it with a better one.
Uh-huh.
It's the idea.
Oh, right. that
You
they took
just
it.
can't
Right.
take someone's phone
Right.
and
And run.
get away with it, you know?
Right, yeah, you're coming.
Okay.
All right, take
Have a good
care.
day, ma'am.
Bye.
Oh.
Have a good day.
You too, sir. As I review this, very little time is recorded on the goggles. The action is mostly on the handheld camera. That's already posted. It's called, what did I call it? Mount Vernon Precinct Epic Fail parentheses main video. This is going to be Mount Vernon Precinct Epic Fail parentheses goggles camera. And the facial expressions, I'll try to edit as little as possible because I know you guys hate hearing me editorialize and comment. Yeah, the last one is going to be the body cam. I'll just try and give you raw footage. The rest of this video is, as I'm recording my voice here in my studio, I can't see the video, so I'm assuming we're right about where the various police cars involved are going in different directions. What they're doing is, I'm very easy to spot. I'm wearing a bright white shirt with a camera vest on, holding two body cams. I got these mirrored blue goggles that are a camera, and I'm holding this big old camera on a stick. They're going to watch to see where I go, to see what car I get in, and the only thing you're going to see after this is me driving after I walk for a while, editorializing why they do that. So if that bores you, you can stop watching here and move on to main, or wait for a few more minutes. I'll be posting the body cam version. Okay. All right. Last cop, walk of shame, drive of shame. Have a nice day. They do have to try. By the way, I'm not parked at CVS. I'm not even parked in this direction. I'm just walking to waste their time because they shouldn't be following me trying to figure out what car I go in. They should be trying to catch criminals, like maybe little dandelion men. This is why they don't have time to go after a guy who steals an iPhone. Okay. Keep following me. I got it all day. Oh, and I don't break laws.
Tractor was parked at, road to the intersection. You guys have more people with you now? I want to run into you. Anybody want more? Go ahead.
I'm out with the subject. We're going to be near the in and out across from the locker.
Sure. Wait, man.
Channel 4 Bravo, Fox 43015, ALS emergency 8316, Arlington Boulevard, Cross Street, Golden Drive, truck 430, Medic 430, on Channel 4 Bravo, Fox 43015, ALS emergency 8316, Arlington Boulevard, Cross Street, Williams Drive. Engine 421, on Channel 4 Bravo, Fox 42103, fire alarm 139 Bell Cove Lane, Cross Street, Lywood Lane. Engine 421, on Channel 4 Bravo, Fox 42103, fire alarm 13091, Bell Cove Lane, Cross Street, Lywood Lane.
When everyone left the scene today, the 7th of July, I noticed that the police were following me. A tactic they do when they can't get you on legal grounds, as was the case, they try to follow you back to your car. So I walked around,
Engine 423, Medic 423,
turn it down, I walked around for a while, not going directly back to my car until it felt like they were no longer following me. They scattered out. There were like 4 or 5 cars, and they went in different directions hoping to catch me. When I got by that CVS, I saw one of them there. And then when I got back to where I was parked, a few buildings away, I walked behind the buildings. Now that I'm back in my car, I'm listening to the scanner to see if there's any activity regarding that. And meanwhile, I'm driving on back roads that I'm not even sure where I'm at, actually. I'll get back on the main road when I'm pretty confident they're not following me. The tactic is, let me turn this down. The tactic is they find out where you're driving from. They follow you until you roll through a stop sign or go over the double yellow line, and then they identify you that way if they don't get your license plate. The truth is, and I don't have a little confidence that they won't. The truth is, if they don't have the resources to go after a criminal who left his kids in the car and stole an iPhone and threatened violence, and it was all shown to them on video, and they don't have the time to come respond when you spot the criminal, they won't put 2 and 2 together that I hadn't been on that property since June 16th when he stole the iPhone, and the police haven't done anything about it since. All they have to do is scroll back to June 16th to find out who made the complaint of his iPhone being stolen, and that would be me. My name, my address. I gave that officer all of my information because I wasn't auditing that day. I wasn't practicing First Amendment. I was just walking from the shopping center back to the car dealer where I dropped my girlfriend's car off. The criminal freaked out because he realized that I walked past the kids in the car that were illegally left in a hot car on a hot day, and he freaked out. When I went back to see what he was freaking out about, that's when I saw the kids, and now I had my goggles on. That's when I told him, hey, you better calm down because I'm recording this. He thought, because I had my iPhone out, that I meant I was recording him on the iPhone. His girlfriend, or whoever that lady is, saw me point to my glasses, and she says, oh, those record? I said, yes, but the little dipshit dandelion man didn't pick up on that. When he came back out, he grabbed my iPhone and ran like a little chicken shit he is. That iPhone was old. It was a piece of crap. It was time to get this one. I get all this spam when I'm listening to the scanner. So it was time to replace it anyway. It's still the principle. A middle-aged man, white man, walking, minding his own business. Okay, he cut through where cars are parked because I thought the sidewalk was over. You can't go confronting them, stealing their iPhone. And if you're worried about your kids, when I'm 60, 70 feet past the kids and walking away, you're only causing problems by calling me back. I went back. A lot of my friends say that was the mistake. I should have just kept walking. I initially said you're dismissed. I stood my grounds, exercised my rights. He committed crimes. The police were informed. They were shown the evidence. There was a witness. Nothing happened to him. Today, as you saw in the video, I'm running my cameras from across a 6-lane highway. I thought it was 4-lane, but there's actually a couple of turning lanes there. Oh shit, where the hell am I? Today I was filming from across the street, hoping to catch him. We haven't seen him in quite a while. We think maybe he stopped going there. But his friend came across the Richmond Highway there and confronted me. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let me go back over there, stand on public sidewalk, and find out what that was all about. Well, he had it in his head because he heard the little dandelion man's side only, that I was some kind of pervert that went there to record his kids. Honestly, I did not know the kids were there until he called me back. Anyway, I went back across the street. The man got in my face, threatened me, and acted like he was going to still, where is this, Huntington Ave? Where the fuck am I? Oh, this is Telegraph. Okay, I know where I'm at now. And I don't know if he was reaching to hit me or reaching to take my camera away, but I held my camera up because it's on a stick like like I was going to defend myself. Well, a police officer just happened to be driving by and they reacted in force. Not reacted in force to the guy who came after me, reacted in force against the guy who held his camera up away because it was just a few weeks ago my phone was snatched right out of my hands, and acted like I was being violent with this jackass. I want to thank Amagatsson Press. I want to thank Long Island Audit. I want to thank David or Earl. Oh shoot, I haven't seen his stuff in a while. I can't remember his name. These guys are expert First Amendment auditors, and I watched a lot of their stuff, and I knew enough to not fold to these professional bullshit artists in uniform. I'm really surprised at their behavior. This is Mount Vernon Precinct. They're part of Fairfax County Police. Fairfax County Police as a whole is one of the best. See that white bicycle? I once did one of my crosswalk audits over here. Remember the guy who confronted me there?
Yeah, this is Franconia. I know where I'm at now. I don't know if I'll post this or not, but I wanted to drive around and make sure they weren't following me to catch me making a typical traffic infraction. Some people do that when they're nervous, or they can even make it up. I got a camera with speed on it. I got this camera. So if they did that, I was prepared to protect myself. But what they're really trying to do is identify me when they tried to scare me into identifying myself. And thanks to the auditors I just mentioned, I refused. The one officer was right in front of me, the first one that did the walk of shame. He was mad. But because I followed what I've seen from the expert auditors, wasn't shit he could do about it. Not legally, anyway. I've got 2 body cams, glasses cam, and that was a handheld cam. It would be pretty challenging for him to ensure all evidence was destroyed. He doesn't know how much is going to the cloud. He doesn't know if I can delete off the cloud from my remote location. He just sees all these cameras and all these other cops with their cameras, and he realizes there isn't shit he can do about this. And he was actually the first officer to leave, the one who demanded my ID. No ID, folks. Thank you, Long Island Audit. Thank you, Amagatsett Press. Thank you, David or Earl. Oh, what's News Now Houston. He's really good at what he does. They're all really good at what they do. And from watching them, I knew not to fold to the professional bullshit artist. I'm just rambling. I probably won't post half of this. I'm just, I guess, mostly thinking about how I'm going to articulate it when I edit the videos. Sadly, when I catch people running stop signs, speeding, when I catch people running these crosswalks when there's pedestrians in them, I get 10 or 20, sometimes 40 or 50 views. When something happens that's a little bit embarrassing to the police, like the MP from Fort Belvoir when I was doing the crosswalk audit, that one had 170,000 views. What the hell? People just hate police. But after today's experience, and after the experiences since June 16th, when they haven't done shit about little Dandelion Man, I'm starting to understand why. I am very fortunate. I live in Fairfax County. I don't live in the Mount Vernon district. The rest of Fairfax County, from my experiences, are very professional. I don't know what the fuck is up with these guys. They were defending the criminal and trying to get the good citizen. 57 years old. The biggest criminal offense I have in my entire history is a speeding ticket, and that was 20-something years ago. But they have time to follow me, send 4 or 5 cars out looking for where I'm walking. Meanwhile, my iPhone is probably in the trash or wiped and being used by somebody else, or I don't know what they do with these iPhones when they sell them. It's passcode protected. The AT&T and Apple says they wiped it remotely. I don't know. I'm really not concerned about the iPhone itself. I like this one better. I'm pissed off that shitheads like that are getting away with it, and today I see why. Because the police resources in Mount Vernon District are being used for the wrong things. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to go home, and I don't want you to know where I live.
I'm that Sergeant Lewis MP when I did the crosswalk audit. It turned into a First Amendment style audit unintentionally. I got a lot of comments. When 170,000 people view it, people weigh in. Expert First Amendment auditors, wannabes, just critiquers, or armchair warriors, whatever you call them. But some of the things they complained about included when I have more than one camera, going back and forth in one video and showing the same thing from different angles, and they're like, I don't want to see the same thing over and over again. So what I've done is break the 3 cameras that I'm using down into separate videos. This one has less action, more commentary. If you want the action, look at the main. It's going to be called, it's already up there, Mount Vernon Precinct Epic Fail parentheses main video. This is going to be Mount Vernon Precinct Epic Fail goggles video. And then the last one I'm going to do is I'm going to edit as little as possible because you guys hate my edits. I kind of suck at editing. I suck at the camera work too. But anyway, it's just going to be raw body cam footage. The only editing I'm going to do is cut out the stuff that looks boring. But stay tuned, that should be up in a few minutes. The first one's already up.